I'm Jeff Turnahoy, head of America's research at Lipper, and today I'm joined by Ralph Scheid from Wasatch Advisors. Ralph, welcome.
Thank you.
So, Ralph, let's talk about the success of your fund. The Wasatch Large Cap Value Fund is being honored by Lipper as the top large cap value fund for the past 10 years. What are some of the contributing factors that led to its success?
One is our deep respect for history. We've analyzed past cycles and find that it helps us in our future outlook as we try to relate the current environment to a past cycle.
Okay.
It's been very helpful in our forecasting of events. Take the dot-com bubble. We were actually thinking that reminds us of the railroads. It was a great invention. However, most of those companies actually ended up going broke, railroads, and hence actually that happened with the internet stocks also. Second item is our very independent thinking. We are not based in a money center, and we like to lean against the wisdom of the crowd. We know the crowd is part of making cycles, but they always overdo it. So we like to, our discipline is really our valuation metrics, and we watch sentiment measures also, which helps us time portfolio action.
So it sounds kind of like a top-down approach. Is that how you would see your process?
Yes, we call it top-down and bottom-up. The top-down is where we look at those macro relationships, where we're looking for insights that are driven by top-down analysis.
Right.
And then the bottom-up part is your standard company analysis. So we do both. Why not do both?
Do you think that that strategy might be more appropriate for a conservative investor or maybe a more aggressive one? Where do you see those customers?
I would definitely say conservative. We do believe that defense is part of a winning long-term strategy. So we buy stocks with low valuations, generally large dividends, which are generally low beta stocks also. Over a business cycle, we tend to rotate our companies, trying to take advantage of the different part of the business cycle. Additionally, we will raise cash when we anticipate a recession. And just to be clear on the cash, we raise 15 or 20% occasionally. We are not an asset allocation fund. We think our clients make that decision on their own or with their financial advisor. And we're certainly not an index fund. We take some pretty significant bets relative to the Russell 1000 value.
Given that it's more appropriate for a conservative investor, do you think the outperformance of conservative strategies in 2011 are likely to continue this year as well?
Well, we certainly see value in the marketplace. The overall market basically has been a declining valuation as the stress from a variety of issues, mostly the debt overhang. But so in the large cap space, we're seeing many companies we think are very inexpensive. And the cash flow and the dividend increases are pretty exciting for a fund like ours, where we emphasize the total return of a security.
So do you think those multiples may increase over this year?
I'm hopeful that they will. I've been pretty disappointed that they have shrunk over the last couple of years, whereby we've had corporate earnings going up and up and up, and yet the multiples have declined. So if we could get some kind of confidence, partly our friends across the pond, it would help. Partly for our own country, if we could get a little more confidence that we have a longer term plan, I think we could see money flow coming back into stocks. And with interest rates as low as they are, 2-3% dividend yield looks pretty attractive.
So do you think some of those events that you spoke about, what's going on in Greece, our friends over the pond, do you think that's likely to contribute more volatility this year, or have we seen the worst of it already?
I really wish I knew the answer to that. I'm afraid we probably have more volatility because the debt overhang has created so much government intervention, which is a very unstable foundation for the markets. Another observation we have is that there seem to be more traders in the market than investors. You have hedge funds which are taking market share, increased ETF products, and we're reading about high-frequency trading being over half the volume of daily volume. That seems to be very short-term oriented.
So what parts of your portfolio you think are best poised to break out this year?
Well, one area we really like, we actually started adding in 2007, is large cap tech. If you remember the dot-com bubble, they were very highly valued, and we own virtually none of them in the portfolio. By 2007, the valuations had come down dramatically, and the cash flow at the companies were rising enough they were paying out more and more and more. So we think it's a good opportunity for total return. Intel and Microsoft certainly fit that category. They're not the growth stocks that they once were, but at 11 times earnings, we think be good total return securities.
Represent a pretty good value right now.
Yes.
Congratulations again, Ralph, for winning the top large cap value fund over the past 10 years at Lipper's 2012 Fund Awards.
Thank you.
On behalf of Wasatch Advisors and Lipper, I'm Jeff Turnahoy. Thanks for watching.